Mr. President, the spring 2017 graduating classes of the University of Central Florida's College of Graduate Studies, College of Medicine, Burnett School of Biomedical Sciences, College of Undergraduate Studies, and the Rosen College of Hospitality Management are assembled.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 151st commencement exercise of the University of Central Florida. To begin our ceremony, our vocalist, Jose Velez, and our organist, Andrew Walker, who are located beside the platform on the main floor, will lead us in singing our national anthem. Will all please rise, and gentlemen, will you please remove your caps?
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, on the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a wonderful day in the lives of our candidates, and we're pleased to bestow upon them symbols of academic achievement. I know how proud of our candidates you must be, but I also know that a good portion of their success they owe to your love and support. Some of you have traveled quite a distance to be part of today's ceremony, and it is important for you to hear your graduate's name as it is called. We ask you to please be mindful that others wish to hear the name of their graduate as well. Before we continue, I must acknowledge that we're tremendously proud of some special members of the UCF family who could not be with us today. They are the brave men and women of UCF who've been called away to active military duty. Let me also acknowledge two very special groups of graduates who are with us today. Graduating members of our ROTC programs who have just been or are about to be commissioned as officers in our armed forces, and our graduating student veterans. Would you please rise and accept our thanks and congratulations? Thank you. Several people important to the university are on the platform and will not be introduced later. I ask them all to stand and remain standing as they are recognized, and I ask that you hold your applause until all have been introduced. The Honorable William Self, Chair, UCF Faculty Senate, and Member, UCF Board of Trustees. The Honorable John Sproles, Member, UCF Board of Trustees. The Honorable David Walsh, Member, UCF Board of Trustees. Mr. William Merck, Vice President for Administration and Finance. Dr. Rick Schell, Vice President and Executive Chief of Staff. Dr. Daniel Holzenbeck, Senior Vice President for University Relations. Dr. Mary Beth Ehas, Vice President for Student Development and Enrollment Services. Mr. Grant Heston, Vice President for Communications and Marketing. Dr. Alvin Wong, Dean, Burnett Honors College. Ms. Maribel Amaro Garcia, Staff Council Representative. And Dr. Amy Gregory, our Grand Marshal. Thank you. UCF is blessed with an outstanding faculty, and we salute them. What happens in their classrooms, laboratories, and studios largely determines the success of our candidates. Members of the faculty, won't you please stand and be recognized for your contributions? Our commencement speaker, Maury Hosseini, is Chair and CEO of ICI Homes, a family of landholding, construction, master planning, and development companies. He is a highly successful businessman and also a tireless and valuable ally of higher education in Florida for more than 2 decades. He served as chair of the Board of Trustees at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University and has been an active supporter of Daytona State College. In fact, major academic buildings at both institutions bear his or his company's name. Maury's influence and leadership, however, transcends the Central Florida region. He has served with great distinction on the Board of Governors for the State University System of Florida and chaired that body from 2014 to 2017. Continuing his selfless service to higher education, he recently agreed to serve on the Board of Trustees at the University of Florida. For many years, Maury has been a trusted friend to UCF and to me. During his tenure as a governor on our state's higher education board, he championed performance funding, preeminent institutional funding, and the establishment of UCF Downtown. UCF has benefited significantly from his leadership in support of these and other high-impact initiatives. Please welcome a dedicated and highly effective advocate for higher education in Florida and a great friend to this university, the Honorable Maury Hosseini.
Good afternoon. I have a couple of confessions to make before I start. One is that I'm thinking, what the hell am I doing here, up here? I should have been down there. And then I think of my gray hair and the reality hits. And the second thing is that Dr. Head, the president, our president, is sitting way too close to me. And what I'm going to say, I'm afraid he's going to hit me. So you all watch for me, please. So let's get it started. Mr. President, thank you for your kind words, and thank you for the privilege of allowing me to be here today to address the University of Central Florida's 2017 graduates. I want to extend my warmest welcome to all of our graduates and to their families, relatives, and friends who are here today to celebrate. Let's all give these outstanding graduates the biggest, hardest round of applause because they have worked so hard to arrive on this stage today. So I was thinking about what I wanted to say to you today. Something you could take away from this day that you have worked so hard to achieve. My assistant printed a stack of many of the commencement speeches I have delivered over the years, so I would have some inspiration. But I kept thinking about the University of Central Florida itself. since I have been so deeply involved with it during the past 8 years while serving on the Board of Governors, but not really. I have known UCF since the days my wife attended here seeking her MBA. Back then, the school was called Florida Technological University, and she graduated when the ceremony was held inside a shallow pool that was emptied out to hold the graduation ceremony. We have come long ways. Now UCF has come here. Wow, what a place. Today, the University of Central Florida is the second. Let me say that again. University of Central Florida is the second largest university in the country. And I can give you more statistics that will give you a headache, but for one thing is for sure, the success, that's University of Central Florida. Now, with its own medical school and recently approved for adding its own teaching hospital. In addition, UCF will be opening a downtown Orlando campus in 2018. Although I'm sure hundreds or perhaps thousands were involved with this university's evolution, it was always one man's vision. Here comes the hitting, and that was Dr. John Hitt. Thank God they did not ask me to send my speech over ahead of time, because I know he would have cut this portion out. He never wants to stand out. He just wants to keep moving forward. You would think that after 6 years, he would slow down. God forbid. So one man's vision has changed the lives of thousands and thousands of people. Dr. Hitt is the perfect example of a man who had a dream and who left nothing stand in his way from creating this outstanding institution. But since I couldn't sit him down and interview him about his successes and failures along the way, all we know is that he is a tremendous success. I decided to give you some insight about my own journey with its share of ups and downs, just like you all encounter in the next chapter of your lives, starting today. The truth is, you cannot bypass certain steps en route to your success. No matter how well you are educated, there will be challenges, and it will take your education along with your dedication, commitment, and hard work to make things happen. There are no shortcuts. My hard work has resulted in my own success. But what has given me the greatest sense of fulfillment in my life has been my ability to overcome the obstacles that stood in my way of becoming successful, and by doing so, inspiring those around me to reach out to achieve their own personal successes. As a teenager living a half a world away, it all began. At the age of 15, I vividly recall the day I sat on an airplane leaving the country I was born in. Once the plane was in the air, reality set in. I started thinking, God, what have I done? I have left a great life and a home filled with all the loving support and comforts a young man could ever hope to possess. I was on my way to a country I knew nothing about, and I didn't even speak the language. I was absolutely overwhelmed. After a few short weeks of living in London, it came time to obtain my student visa. Being an extremely difficult place to find, I had to begin my trek very early that day, and my friend who had promised to give me and help me backed out at the last minute. A 1-hour bus ride turned into a 4-hour journey, arriving at a packed office. Then I stood and took a number and waited for hours for my name to be called. I produced my passport and my documents at the daunting counter, and the agent growled at me, "What do you want?" My English was so poor to communicate very well and understand what the agent was saying. He became frustrated with me, and I had no way of communicating other than with my tears of determination. He pushed my papers back across the counter to me several times, and I kept pushing it back to him, still determined. Finally, seeing how upset I was, the agent came around from the huge barrier between us. He brought me around to his side of the counter, calmed me down, and after a while understood why I was there. I got my message across to him. He ended up issuing me a 6-month student visa, which surprised my friends who typically had to settle for a shorter 3 months. As I sat on that bus heading back home, I promised myself that I would never give up my aspiration for becoming successful. Thank you. From that day forward, there would be no turning back for me. That was the start of my journey that eventually brought me to this land of opportunity, the United States of America. Thank you. Yes, the land of opportunity. Coming from a totally different culture and nationality was not an easy hurdle to overcome in establishing yourself in business. Armed with my MBA was not enough. I remember attending a trade dinner a few months after starting up ICI Homes, my home building business. I overheard a local developer say to another one, "I give him 6 months and he will be gone." That only fired my determination, and though it was an uphill battle, I was on my way. I needed financing to run my operations and applied for a loan at a local branch of what used to be known as a saving and loan association. Well, I got a letter that my loan was turned down. I headed to the bank's corporate office to find out who was in charge. I was pointed to the banker's office, where I encountered his secretary, who informed me that this banker was too busy. So, once again, I sat down outside his office and began waiting. I sat there for 3 long hours before that banker finally came out and asked, "What do you want?" I told him why I was there and that I just needed 5 minutes. "Okay," he said, "you have 5 minutes." It worked. After an hour of my presenting my case, that banker approved the loan, a real victory for an early startup. The years that followed were filled with enormous success, along with other years of navigating through difficult markets, but nothing prepared us for what happened in 2007. In January of 2007, I had returned from taking over 2,000 of my employee and associate on a cruise celebrating their hard work and our company's success. And that is when I knew things were turning south. There is no way to describe those next 6-7 years except to say that I faced them the same way I faced that immigration agent back when I was 15 years old, or that banker 15 years later. There will always be obstacles in life, and as grateful as I am that I came through that market crash, we always know that life will throw more curves on our way. You just can never give up, even when the deck is stacked against you, and I never have. Which brings me to where you graduates are today. What a time and place to be emerging from this fine university. The stage has been set for you to succeed. The rest of that success story will belong to each of you. You who have worked hard to obtain your degree and prepare for your lives and careers. You have earned outstanding educations from an outstanding university, and you are planted in the land of opportunity. We have been told that life is not a destination, but it's a journey. You're poised for your excellent journey, and one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself right here, right now, in this single solitary moment, a monumental moment in your life, is to decide to commit to the journey and not to the outcome. On my journey, the success of my company allowed me to pursue my passion, which since the day I left college has been to open up the doors of higher education to as many people as I can touch. This has been my journey thus far, and as Alan Alda said, as I get older, the only thing that speeds up is time. But as much as it's true, and that time is a thief, time also leaves something in exchange. With time comes experience, and however uncertain you may be about the rest of the world, at least about your own work, you should be sure. So be sure about your work too. Don't keep dreaming about what you want out of life. If you want your dream to come true, you have to go for it. Now go make interesting mistake, make amazing mistake, make fantastic mistakes, but learn from them. Remember this, success is never final, and failure is never fatal. Respect people with less power than you. You will be judged on how you treat the least powerful of people. Remember not to be too hard on yourself. There is no such a thing as perfection every single time. And life is not a race. Learn to do the little things right, or you will never do the big things right. I think of the story about a young man hired and reported to his first day on the job. After a warm handshake, his managers handed him a broom and told him his first job was to sweep out the store. "But I'm a college graduate," the young man replied, feeling insulted. "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that, said the manager. Here, give me the broom and I'll show you how to operate it. Celebrate your successes and remember to give a hand up to anyone who helped you arrive where you are today. In closing, I'm going to ask you for these 4 recommendations that I have for you. 1, you will be grateful to your country for the opportunity that has provided you, and grateful to your parents, loved ones, professors, teachers who have dedicated themselves to your educational achievement. 2, you will take care of your families and loved ones who have taken care of you through your years of pursuing an education. 3, you will take care of your communities by giving back to the community that have given so generously to you. And last but not least, give back to your university. The University of Central Florida, and soon to be your alma mater, donating your time, your talent, and whatever financial commitment you can make to ensure the future success of this outstanding university by continuously improving the value of your degree. You're a shareholder. Better the university do, better your shares will do. Relish this special day in your lives, one that you always look back upon with pride. No one can ever take your education away from you. Congratulations to the University of Central Florida's 2017 graduation class. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Maury, we thank you for a very inspiring commencement address. Whenever I'm with Maury, I'm reminded of his many achievements and accomplishments, and always impressed to a very great degree by his willingness to share success. There are people who take a success and hold it to themselves and look to separate themselves from others. Maury looks at an achievement or an accomplishment and wonders how he can make that same experience possible for others, mostly through higher education. We would not have the state university system we've got and the level of quality that it exists and the future that it holds were it not for Maury Hosseini. Please let's give him another round of applause. Well, we've reached that happy time in our commencement exercise when degrees will be conferred. I call upon Dr. Dhanender Singla, who represents the faculty.
Thank you, Mr. President. On behalf of the faculty, I am pleased to recommend that the degrees be awarded to those students qualified to receive them.
Thank you, Dr. Singla. Will Dr. Dale Whitaker, Provost and Executive Vice President, please join me at the rostrum for the conferral of doctoral degrees.
The doctoral degree represents the highest academic achievement a person can earn. To receive the doctorate, candidates must demonstrate proficiency through advanced graduate coursework and exams, and demonstrate to their university professors and peers that they can engage in substantive research that adds to the body of knowledge in the fields of their study. Dr. Elizabeth Klonoff, Vice President for Research and Dean of the College of Graduate Studies, will present the candidates for the doctoral degree.
Will the doctoral candidates from the College of Medicine, Burnett School of Biomedical Sciences, please rise? Mr. President, on behalf of the Dean and the faculty, I am pleased to present these candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degrees for which they qualify and to recommend that they be conferred.
Thank you, Dr. Klonoff. Candidates, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Florida and with the concurrence of the UCF Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended and for which you have qualified, with all the rights and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Will the graduates please come forward with their major advisors to be recognized and hooded? The hooding ceremony is traditional for the conferral of a doctoral degree. The academic hood is a UCF hood, as its black and gold colors denote, and the velvet lining represents the field of studies.
From the College of Medicine, Brittany Nicole Allen, Major Advisor, Dr. Michael Masternak. Julie Lynn Horton, Major Advisors, Dr. Daniel Kelly and Dr. Rick Vega. Satadru Kumar Lahiri, Major Advisor, Dr. Jihei Zhao. Nicholas Anthony Sparrow, Major Advisor, Dr. Christina M. Fernandez Valle.
Will the candidates for master's degrees from the College of Graduate Studies, College of Medicine, Burnett School of Medical Sciences, and Rosen College of Hospitality Management please rise? On behalf of the deans and the faculty, I am pleased to present these candidates for the degrees for which they qualify and recommend that they be conferred.
Thank you, Dr. Klonoff. Candidates, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Florida and with the concurrence of the UCF Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended and for which you have qualified, with all the rights and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Will the first row of master's graduates from the College of Graduate Studies please come forward? Will the remaining rows please be seated?
From the College of Graduate Studies, Courtney Marquise Hart. Taylor Elizabeth Wood. Angela F. Podlasek. Catherine J. Klein. Christina Bunner. Lisa Marie Field. Aaron Benjamin Marbin. Stephen G. Navarro. Jean-Paul Bryant. Anand Singh. Nicholas Castaneda. Jorge Carlo Damiani. Christina Marie Bison. From the College of Medicine, Jared Christian Vaughn. From Rosen College of Hospitality Management, Monica Page Garrison. Zoe Lee. Oi Chi Hu. Michael Ray Witherspoon. Heather Kalin. Bridget Monet Sanoa Utai. Thomas Acosta.
Will Dr. Deborah German, Vice President for Medical Affairs and Dean of the College of Medicine, Burnett School of Biomedical Sciences, present the baccalaureate candidates from that college?
I am proud to present the baccalaureate candidates from the College of Medicine, Burnett School of Biomedical Sciences. Will the candidates please stand and remain standing? Provost Whitaker, it is my pleasure to recommend that these students be granted the degrees for which they qualify.
Thank you. Will Dr. Elizabeth Dooley, Dean of the College of Undergraduate Studies, present the baccalaureate candidates from that college?
I am proud to present the Interdisciplinary Studies and Applied Science Baccalaureate candidates. Will the candidates please stand and remain standing? Provost Whitaker, it is my pleasure to recommend that these students be granted the degrees for which they qualify.
Will Dr. Abraham Pazam, Dean of the Rosen College of Hospitality Management, present the baccalaureate candidates from that college?
I'm proud to present baccalaureate candidates from the Rosen College of Hospitality Management. Will the candidates please stand and remain standing? Provost Whitaker, it is my pleasure to recommend that these students be granted the degree for which they qualify.
Thank you. Mr. President, the baccalaureate candidates standing before you have been recommended for graduation by the deans and the faculty of their colleges. I concur with these recommendations and present the candidates to you for the awarding of degrees.
Thank you, Provost Whitaker. Candidates, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Florida and with the concurrence of the UCF Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended and for which you have qualified with all the rights and responsibilities thereto appertaining. I invite you to move the tassel on your cap from the right side to the left. Congratulations. Please be seated.
You may have noticed that some of the graduates are wearing a gold cord. This cord signifies high academic accomplishment. Will those wearing the gold cord and all graduates representing campus honor societies rise and accept our congratulations? Please be seated. We're very proud of our distinctive Lead Scholars Academy. the only one in the state university system, and one with few peers across the country. During their years at UCF, lead scholars have a unique opportunity to engage in the academic study of leadership, to lead others, and to serve our community. The names of our graduating lead scholars are listed in the program. I ask these students to stand for recognition. Please be seated. The Burnett Honors College has achieved great distinction at UCF for the quality of its students and the richness of the academic experiences they are provided. Printed in the program are the names of those students who are graduating with university honors or who are receiving honors in the major. I ask these students to stand for recognition. Please be seated. Honor medallions are presented to the students who have achieved the highest grade point averages in their colleges. I ask these students and their families to stand for recognition. Please be seated. We're also very proud of our distinguished President's Leadership Council, whose members are selected on the basis of scholarship, leadership, service, and the ability to function as ambassadors and hosts for the university. The names of the graduating President's Leadership Council members are listed in the program. I ask these students to stand for recognition. Please be seated. In 2001, the university established the Order of Pegasus, an honor that recognizes outstanding senior and graduate students who have demonstrated overall excellence in university involvement, leadership, academic achievement, and community service. Because of the breadth of accomplishments required for this award, the Order of Pegasus is the most prestigious and significant student award that can be attained at the university. We're pleased to have these graduates on the platform today. Will President Hitt and Sandeep Bala please join me at the rostrum, and will Sandeep's family please stand and share in this recognition. Will Austin Burns please join us at the rostrum, and will Austin's family please stand to share in this recognition. Will Aaron Driscoll please join us at the rostrum, and will Aaron's family please stand to share in this recognition. And will Ari Hadar please join us at the rostrum, and will Ari's family please stand to share in the recognition. And now will the top honor graduates, followed by the first row of baccalaureate graduates from the College of Medicine, Burnett School of Biomedical Sciences, please come forward.
Order of Pegasus graduate, Ari Joshua Hedar. Order of Pegasus graduate, top honor graduate, Aaron Karen Driscoll, summa cum laude. From the College of Medicine, Order of Pegasus graduate, Sandeep Bala. Order Pegasus graduate, top honor graduate, Austin Gregory Burns, summa cum laude. Top honor graduate, Michael Paul Boring, summa cum laude. Top honor graduate, Leslie Cohen, summa cum laude. Top honor graduate, Taylor Colburn, summa cum laude. Top honor graduate, Kylie Crate, summa cum laude. Top honor graduate, Baggio Angelo Evangelista, summa cum laude. Top honor graduate, Manuel M. Gonzalez, summa cum laude. Top honor graduate, Jared Michael Herbert, summa cum laude. Zachary Kenneth Elkins. Daryl Tomlinson Jones. Alana Christine Morris. Jorge Enrique Castro. Keith Evan Avedon. Christian Salazar. Mario Navarrete. Desiree Jackson. Carly Renee Confer. Sarah Suki. Karina Joan Eden. Sarah Kazirazada. Bryson Fawn, magna cum laude. Ariane Jean Abreu. Kirsten Leanne Alpin. Ryan David Asencios. Eduardo Caro. Samuel Harris. Colin Joseph Schmitz. Michael Joseph Stack, summa cum laude. Stephanie Ramirez. Alexandra Marie Kraft. Shahana Prabhudeva. Spurti Prabhuhadeva. Lauren Olivia Rogers. Yuan Yi Li Sip. Daniel Huang.
Sonia Davy Morell. Lester Gray Couch. Jamal Nathan Amali. Christina Michelle Ballou. Tara Jo Jones. Jennifer Ann Mead. Nicholas Thomas Beaumont. Austin Anthony Beard. Saeed Junard Hashmi. Cheryl Esmond. Aslyn Siders. Michelle Angelo Fiorino. Giancarlo Ricardo Alberti. Christopher Quinn White. Carrie Ann Morris. Sarah Saranco Marino. Enid Del Maria Jimenez Cubas. John Carla Dyer. Aaron Wayne Hode. Jacob Paul, cum laude. Michelle Than Win, cum laude. Raul Salazar. Juliana Rodriguez Bolahana. Tahiri Tino Ed. Cesar Rafael Castano. Jenny Cow. Gabriela Augusto. Jessica Lynn Becker. Samantha Jean McRoy. Robert Lloyd Shaw. Anna Rosario. George Sidrak. Kimberly Ann Shoemate. Thomas James Locks. Evan Nicholas Zuber. Sarah Min Ali George. Rodolin Sherishel. Rishan Salazi. Nehomarie Delgado. Jonathan Randolph Foster. Samantha Lynn Miller. Deliana Elizabeth Baumhoff. Sarah Ann Bowen, cum laude. Cassandra Nicole Martinez. Caitlin Claire Yap. Jonathan Frank Gonzalez. Clarence Emily.
Jessica Morgan Welgars. Michael Allen Johnstone. Ryan Montgomery Clay. Rick Jeremiah Hassan. Melissa Grace Merds. Nicole Landron. Natasha Kublaw. Timothy Louis LeBlanc. Ashley Nicole Shangare. Casey Kirby Mims. Luz Magdalena Ramirez. Abdulaziz Kamdet. Andres Felipe Diaz, Ashni Samara Prasad, Eric Michael Helsing, Daniela Tatiana Chinqui, magna cum laude, Diana Lopez, Danielle Emilio Salas, Todd Joseph Condon, Kyle Thomas Strickland, Rachel Muchato, Kenneth Nathan William Appel, Johan Mitchell Nieves Hernandez, Lynn Imacachin, Bobby Say, Harika Panoganti, Amna Naji Nassar, Sarah Alam, Tulin Ali, Kayla Rose Strandberg, Antonio Rodriguez, Carlos Luis Vega Santiago, Carmen Veronica Velarde, Viet Lee Huyn, Timmy Maximilian, Kyle Stephen Gonzalez, Christopher Scott DeLange, Lysandra Hierro, Zachariah Scott Smith, Nicole Ashley Nowell, Brett J. Divordnay, Jalid Saib, Alan Noah Salinas,
Kevin Scott Mora, Renee Michelle Whitaker, Nicole Quidley Ortez, Nahid Rahamadzes, Alexander Hall Higgins, Fatima Bianca Alcantara Dasuki, Vivian Solomon, Annalise Marie Diaz Alvarez, Patrick Guzman Anus, Jennifer Lorette Pierre Louise, Leon Lewis, Victoria Nicole Cross, Eliza Nicole Williams, Ronell Adrian Politizi, Kimberly Lee, Carly Marie Sitchcomb, Ciara Danielle Sutton, Sean Morgan Doval, Chelsea Ann Malone, Emily Catherine Bussy, cum laude, Jacqueline Marie Johnson, Jeffer M. Pinzon, cum laude, Bianca Boyd, Nicole Lynn Shaw, Giovanni Stefano Castro, Carlo Salvatore Castro, Anika Nawara Hussein, Francesca Castro, Megan Lillian Elwalwain, Kayleen Marie Warr, Cole Tyler Washington, Armin Robert Mistovich, Supriya Ann Sankhot, Brett Jonathan Silvers, summa cum laude, Stephanie Ivana Gonzalez, Kiara Garcia, Kristen Marissa Hosang, Ian Manuel Rodriguez, Jordan Taylor DeGarga, Blake Edward DePaul, Anna Zhui, Nakhun MD Fan, Singda Ila, Angela Sirakuri, Mala Nath cum laude, Caitlin Sherry Tutt, Kristen Marie Waldorf, Juliana Morales, Alexis Nicole Gersey, cum laude, Alec Arden Polam, Christina Dorothy Kurzwick, cum laude, Robert Hughes, Lazan Noralia, Ridalia De Leon, Claude Anthony Marquez, Miguel Angel Gill, Christian Kaylin Danforth, Laura Ann Vandewater,
Christina Lamb, Delaney Alma Sherwin, Alexis Maciel Gonzalez, Liana Christine Dubier, Dipal Anish Patel, Joseph Michael DePalma, from the College of Undergraduate Studies, Diana Louise Kuzma, Madison Claire Montgomery Wakefield. Kevin M. O'Toole. Aisha Melissa Rivera. Kristen Elizabeth Povolny. Rachel Michelle Freyer. Lindsay Jeanette Ristow. Tara Suzette Daniels. Daniel Lloyd Weber. Kyle Anthony Brown. Lindsay Rochelle Gonshak. Bradley Taylor Hamilton. Avery Lauren Cassiano Lee. Joshua Ramirez Padilla. Clifton Dunlap Clark. Therese Lee Vickers. Lynn Janie Edwards, summa cum laude. Samantha Eloise Matos. Shitra Dave. Bianca Valme. Rohan Vincent Pascal. Felicia Dolores Dashaberg. Antoine Travell Richardson. John Shanat Stringfellow. Terrence Renard Singleton Jr. cum laude. Omar Raheem Williams. Marvin Dell Jones. Cody Alexander Fishman. Janasta Jonetta Bati Watson. Alexa Therese Morona. Camille Colleen Robinson. Carissa Michelle Davenport. Matia Joyce Castellano. Erin Nicole Lopatliter. Brooke Suzanne Conley. Caridad Esther Carrion. Gerald Kane. Samantha Jo Hessman.
Haley Shannon Bergering. Alexandra Lauren Haugen. George Joseph Williams. Spencer Jackson. Kimberly Santiago. Nicholas Blake Riker. Marcus Louise Rivera. Megan Elizabeth Giancini. Cynthia Ann Marshall. Stephanie Lynn Tabares, magna cum laude. Debbie Suzanne Delgado. Tommy Lorraine Troxel. Michelle Denise Francis. Samantha Joan Weber. Jacqueline Christine Pickett. Charlene Joan McCoulis. Justin Dumont Davis. Monica Lee Hamblin. Jennifer Yvonne Lee Yuantz. Marielle Karina Pearson. Lauren Michelle Lemon. Marcus Eugene McNutt. Taja Lene Foster. Mackenzie J. Anderson. Chelsea Marie Derigo. Bruno Giovanni Smith. Brittany Lynn Livengood. Spencer Nicole Kammer. Ernesto German Perez. Justin Falcon. Madeline Rose Lagoy. Kelsey Pauline Constant. Kathleen M. Chavez. Casey Marie Perez Rodriguez. Sasha Nicole Rigg. Curtis Torwan Walker. Robert Finkel. Sean Christian Ryan. Corey Michael Bryan. Kaylee Marie Kirk. Mindy Yang. Ruth Genesis Balabot. Gerlin Pollock. Cum laude. Charmaine Marie Cocho. Jasmine Monica Aguiano. Kelly Ann McKnight. Carl Alexander Muth. Christian Luis Faust. Anna Melinda Neringer Waters. Jacqueline Lee Dolan. Tarek Joseph Harb. Natasha Amber Charita Guiar. Antonio Guard. Justin D. McDonald. Deterius Wilson. Tanisha D. Harrison. Letitia Dat. Rachel Nicole Acosta. Shanila A. Neath. Carlos Ivan Crespo. Adam Stephen Hamilton. Danielle Solomon. Kiera Morales. Haley Rose Erdebrick, Catherine Marianne Jensen, David Christian Resch,
Andre Melinda Mendoza, Gabrielle Annette Paz, Faisal Mohammed Karim, Jacqueline Falco, Sarah Wafa Hamoui, Anissa Bianca Diane Gaskin, Jacob Thomas Winsett, Alexander James Tays, Seth Morgan, Anam Sohail Faizi, Milenia Manami Calixo, Mia Siobhan Rock Rodriguez, Brendan Michael Stuver, John Joseph Wilkie, Gabrielle Hannah Roberts, Noor Fatima Sieda Quadri, Shelby Ray Turner, Rachel Elizabeth Ramsa, Fernando Jesus Gutierrez, Ashley Marie Tierney, Tracy Lynn Renke, Mark Allen Frerink, Alexandria Knoll, Beth Ann Beals, Amanda Beryl Chung, Natalie Ann Madruga, Michelle Elena Saldivar, magna cum laude, Merklid Tuzen, Isabella Harris, cum laude, Valerie Jean Hughes, Melanie Elizabeth Fallon, Michelle Elizabeth Clark, William James Turnipseed, summa cum laude, Lindsay Morgan Myers, Gabrielle Kayla Skelton, Jacob Thomas Bain, Samuel Christopher Bianculi, Carla Paloma de Jesus, Elena Beth Drucker, Keith O'Brien Jackson, Tracy Letitia Dieter, Kayla Tina Rupal, Bennett Preston Parks, Tiffany Alexis Crawford, summa cum laude, Stephen Daniel Wall, summa cum laude, Lorenzo Blair Richardson, Martin Daniel Austin, Courtney Elizabeth O'Connell, Richard Ernesto Floto, Brianna Elizabeth Shucker, Arisha Reza Pesaran,
Paige Olivia McCarty, Sierra Nicole Perliza, Hannah Catherine Hollinger, Joshua Hannick Winegard, cum laude, Leslie Renee Cruz, Michael Polino de la Torre, Belkis Mercedes Perez, Victor Alfonso Gutierrez, Haley Nicole Thompson, John Melvin O'Neill, Michael John Armstrong, Charnice Latricia Demps, Johanna Cavill Vacarondo, Paula Jean Baptiste, Dejara Williams, Brittany Michelle Taylor. From the college, Rosen College of Hospitality Management, Kristen Marie Haas, Stephanie Nicole Parrish Kalish, Christina J. Valentine, Shannon Marie Powers, Laurie Amanda Lanzo, Natalie Elizabeth Burley, Ciara Michelle Goodall, Joseph Daniel McQuaid, Noelle Leslie Norris, Gianna Luisa Barossa, Brittany Faith Chainer, Cecilia Marie Acosta, Laura Adriana Rodriguez, Nicholas Alexander Carlos, Heather Rochelle Wood, Melissa Ann English, Stephen James Allott, Douglas Talisha Yabuki, Annalise Taylor Scott, Ashley Ramsarump, Jonathan David White, summa cum laude, Kelly Ann Roberts, Julie Hall, Anastasia Marie Foschner, Jennifer Lamoth, Nicole Marie Aguera, Amanda Rose Weinstein, Brandy Nicole Bittner, Christine Lee Sasak, magna cum laude, Emily Cabrera, Michelle Renee Fangioni, Eric Andrew Atkinson, Devin Ray Denise, Rachel Emily Altfield, Spencer Pierre, Anthony Philip Lazara, Dustin Paul DiMaggio,
Shivani Patel, Megan Alexis Kula, Alexander Morgan Jacoby, Samantha Taylor Froelich, Scott Benjamin Gould, Aaron John Daughtry, Kristen Elaine Stull, Caitlin Elizabeth Tribbett, Kristen Marjorie Kelsey, Kimberly Ashley Irwin, Danielle Felizola Ferreira, Gabrielle Alexis Ordaz, Birli Tan Dong, Sebastian Villegas, Colby Williams Sanders, Danielle Alicia Corner, Kelsey Marie Paris, Thomas John Malone, Joseph Daniel Pantera, magna cum laude, Morgan Lee Hennings, Derek Alonzo Smith, Cameron James Tatanish, Angelica Nicole Morales, Nelson Stephen Rodriguez, Talia Maria Silver, Julia Maria Alderman, Sharon Alexis Micheletti, Victoria Lynn Siegel, Sarah Elaine Kelly, Jessica Elizabeth Merman, magna cum laude, Matthew Baladamenti, cum laude, Chloe Michelle Paoli, Derek Raymond Beal, Bobby Crystal Jackson, Meshia Dihone Wright, Grace Monterreo Lewis, Rachel Nicole Johnson, Lauren Marie Modrzewski, Alexander Wesley Bridwell, Caitlin Ann Kappenberger, magna cum laude, Jordan Loria Johnson, Ariana Sophia Rosa Safi, Courtney Gutteridge, Alexandria Jamie Rosen,
Shannon Noel Lewis, Natalie Carly Nykirk, Emily Ann Schnell, Emily Catherine Gurdon, cum laude, Vanessa Cabrera, Gunnar R. Leslie, Suzanne Marie Pontillo, Kristen Shea Connor, Aspen Renee Lorimore Allen, Joshua Andrew Gaze, Irene Kaluge Davis, Ursula Nicole Lowe, Mallory Ann Mausden, Taylor Nicole Tidwell, Christina Lorraine Ladybird Henry, Danielle Elizabeth Myers, Derek Workman, Piper Christine Estridge, Janae Noel Ross, Anthony Lawrence Malise, Emily Catherine Souter, James Murphy, Natalie Page Marcos, Melissa Yvonne Diaz, Valerie Amanda Mangione, Stephanie Madriz, Sean Michael Wiley, Jordan Chester Keith Capel, Maximilian Wong, Kimberly A. Wood, George Gregory McGee, Bianca Nicole Munich, Abby Shea Kellner, cum laude, Dwight Michael Pickens, Alexis Tara Swelswak, Kaylee Grace Predzerowski, Eduardo Palermo, Brittany Noel Graham, Stephanie Jean Homan, Danielle Elizabeth Mathis, Haley Patricia Hogden, cum laude, Claudia Francini, Alexandra Britton Diaz, Jesse Lee Stokes, Marissa Catherine Luzuski, Eric Allen Murfield, Tyler Scott Howell, Alexandra Nicole Porter, Jacqueline Sarantano, Julie Lucille Wildman, Andrea Riley, Ada Estefani Reyes, Christina Cantalis, Nishi Lowe, Adrian Estelle Walton, Susan Carol Shokara, Angela Marie Roy, Justine Alicia Flowers, Ashley Marie DiMorino, Jessica J. Hudad, Gabriela Delgado, Taylor Elizabeth Currington, Amanda Zoe Like, Samantha Victoria Diavo, Whitney Leah Kane, Jordan Michelle O'Quinn, Gloria Alexandra Imhoff, Jake Samuel Rosenfeld, Megan Renee Pershing, Megan Catherine Wallner, James Lucas Hogu, Hannah Abigail Starner, cum laude, Kelly Marie Scannell, Caitlin Valentine Graber, cum laude, Tess Corrine Tannenbaum, Heather Teresa DeJaco, Katie Michelle Pearson,
Stephanie Corrine Silva, Ashley Genevieve Kari, Michelle Lynn Osterloh, Stephen Edward Daniel, Alyssa Brooke Hudson, Brianna Michelle Andrews, Rachel Carson Cloak, Gabriella Patricia Sharina, Nicole Elizabeth Landy, Courtney Ray Hilkert, Rebecca Elizabeth Waters, Katie Gail Keelis, Margaret Kathleen Hatcher, Alexis Daniel Brenner, cum laude, Alexandra Jordan Worthen, Alexis Perez, Sydney Alexander, cum laude, Alexis Leanne Vancouver, Haley Shannon Brennan, Rebecca Lee Ellen Boggs, Sarah Lynn Baxter, cum laude, Giovanna Marie Medal, Rachel Taylor Medeiros, Abigail Marie Hudak, Artrell Cache Braithwaite, Tierra LaFay Turner, Imani Nicole Brooks, Bria Nicole Brown, Ashlyn Paige Jeffrey, magna cum laude, Demira Ariana Bro Hedrickson, Ashley Elise Cohen, Nicolette Alexandra Fernandez, Kendra Francis Jackson, Lavonda Michelle Smith, Sarah Helen Palms, Brittany Christine Smith, Rodney Lee Davis, Brianna Marie Harvey, Prospere Shelton Verdon, Erica Angeline Casanta, summa cum laude, Stephanie Ann Singh,
Morgan Taylor Crutchley, Emily Gail Rutkowski, Haley Marie Schultz, Nathaniel Richard Lewis, Melody Nicole Miller, summa cum laude, Kaylin Jean Canamano, Elizabeth Rose Ardolino, Daniel Scott Adams, Jamie Lynn Ujvari, Janet Marie Wagner, Lexi Jasmine Provit, Allison Patrice Lachnicht, Paola Andrea Angarita, Kirsta Marion Romadal, Rachel Jordan Katz, Christina Mitchell, Sophia Noel DeLeon, Sarah Caruli, Jacqueline Ann Edge, April Lee Garrett, summa cum laude, Tammy Resnick, William Joseph Moffett, Liana Kirsten Mejia, Stephen Robert Torres, Dominique Hoya Larco, Juliette Ruffini, Nicole Castellanos, Aaliyah Latoria Bryson, Grayson Julia Carras, Shayna Joy Zweibel, Ron Andrew Phillips, Ashley Monet Allen, Riley Lorraine Spensensby, Anna Souza, Monica Renee Newman, Amelia Alexis Hoffman, Lauren Elizabeth Suzy, Riley Dawson, Stephen Christopher Trevette, Jean Carlo Reyes Cruz, Caitlin Caroline Winsong, Danella Guilami, Deirdre McRae, Edgar Torres, Adriana Velez George, Kaylee Nicole Crawford, Carrie Marie Salvatore, Elaine Christine Ubals, Alexis Brianna Garcia, Kristen Elizabeth Hodge, Frances Marie Giacomino, cum laude, Samantha Lynn Hutcherson, Raymond De Jesus, Kara Alexandra Behan, Ashley Nicole Hall, magna cum laude, Jordan Nicole Rothberg, Reagan Paige Jekyll, Michaela Joy Franks, Ashley Nicole Conrad, magna cum laude, Brianna Susanna Brown, Chenille Sierra Bow, Nicholas Gordon Blackley, Brooks Spiller, Alexander Tirado, Sheila Nicole Trist,
Erica Lydia Gerber, cum laude. Sophia Maria Ferrara, Milo Frank Oldham, Shane Carmen, Aaron Joseph Yavalo, Catherine Ann Morrow, Caitlin Michelle Rossman, Erin Christina Chambers, Paige Megan Hardin Coddington, Tiara Monique Freeman, Christina Marie Reynolds, magna cum laude, Lindsay Patricia McBride, Jose Gutierrez, Brendan Joseph O'Callahan, Christy Lynn Morel, Laura de los Rios, Sasha Morale, Andrew Wilhelm Paul, Brian Christopher Higgin, Kiriara Danielle Smith, Brianna Elizabeth Bell, Nicole Lynn Dye.
Ms. Rachel Altfield, representing the student body, has a few words for our graduates. Rachel?
Hello, everyone. Before I start, I would just like to thank my parents and my sister, Sydney, for being here today. Thank you. Good afternoon, graduates of the class Spring 2017 of the University of Central Florida. I applaud each of you for having the passion and persistence to reach this milestone in your life. Until now, graduating from UCF probably seemed like a far-off goal that you were working diligently to achieve. As a freshman, you thought you had forever until you had to worry about graduating and make it in the real world. Who knew the real world would sneak up on you so quickly? Never let the passion that brought you where you are today fade, and never forget what it took to get you here. Hard work, discipline, and the help of others. Remember the professors, administrators, family, and friends who helped you along this journey. As you continue your path in life, take the opportunity to help someone else achieve his or her goals. Be a mentor to others, and tell them about your experience at UCF. Your perseverance and enthusiasm will continue to bring you success throughout your life. As you work hard to reach your goals and as you celebrate your achievements, remember your alma mater. The University of Central Florida is just the beginning of your path to success. Continue your journey and never forget that you are and will be a UCF Knight. Congrats to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. Dr. Andre Garcia, class of '08, also has a few words for our graduates. Andre?
Hello. On behalf of UCF alumni, I want to congratulate you on this special milestone in your life. Today, we welcome you to a worldwide community of more than 263,000 Knights. As you walked across the stage earlier, your connection with UCF didn't end. It simply changed. This connection is one you should take great pride in. The university's reputation is now among the nation's elite because of graduates like you. No matter where your plans take you after today, your fellow alumni are eager to cheer you on. Knights are connecting through alumni chapters and clubs across the country that can offer you networking opportunities, career assistance, and new friendships. There are so many ways to stay involved. Join a chapter or a club, volunteer your time, be a mentor to undergraduates. It all matters. This university is a special place, and it benefits greatly when we all work together. When you combine UCF's ties with its standard of excellence, the result is a real impact. An example of that impact was made possible by a group of individuals who supported the university by contributing to a class gift. Would anyone who donated to this class gift campaign please stand and be recognized for your generosity? Thank you for helping us kick off this annual tradition. Following today's ceremony, we invite every graduate to participate in additional tradition. Have your picture taken in front of the Victory Knight statue across the street at the UCF Fairwinds Alumni Center, your home on campus. It bears saying again, congratulations, graduates. Welcome to our family of UCF alumni, and go Knights, charge on.
Thank you, Andre. Well, you did it. Congratulations. You've achieved one of life's major milestones, and you deserve the great feeling that I know you have today. So I hope you enjoy this and many more happy days. By now, you know that UCF is an exceptional place that offers students the opportunity to learn, to work, to participate, to stumble and try again, to compete, to serve, to lead. If you've taken advantage of the many and diverse opportunities you've found here, then you're ready to embrace the next opportunities that life offers as you leave us for business, education, industry, graduate or professional school, military service, or wherever your plans may take you. We know you are eager and that you are well prepared. As new students, you were asked to take an oath that you would live by the UCF Creed of Integrity, Scholarship, Community, Creativity, and Excellence. I trust that these principles have become an integral part of your value system if they were not already so when you arrived. So now, as you embrace new opportunities, I urge you to continue to practice and defend honesty, to cherish and honor learning, to promote an open and supportive environment that respects the rights and contributions of every individual, to use your talents to enrich the human experience and strive toward the highest standards of performance and excellence in everything you undertake. Remain true to the values of our creed, and you will bring distinction to yourselves and to your alma mater. You've joined a distinguished group of UCF graduates, and you are forever a UCF Knight. I wish you every success and happiness throughout your lives. Go Knights! As we prepare to close today's ceremony, I ask that you recognize the contributions of our vocalist, Jose Velez, our organist, Andrew Walker, and our bagpipers, David Insfelter and Reg Lyle. Would all of our guests please exit the CFE arena from the second floor and meet your graduate outside the Fairwinds Alumni Center. We'll close our ceremony by singing the UCF Alma Mater, led by Mr. Velez. You will find the words on page 88 of the program. Following the Alma Mater, we'll have the recession of the platform party and the faculty. Thank you for joining us at today's commencement ceremony. Now will all please rise, and gentlemen, will you please remove your caps?
All hail to Alma Mater, whose banner black and gold, with a waving fame and splendor as the passing years unfold. May loyalty and friendship